I'm a licensed therapist, and I'm going to talk about strategies to recharge your anxious brain. There are two types of symptoms. First, there's physical symptoms, and then there are emotional symptoms. Physical symptoms could be nausea, it could be headache, could be fatigue. Emotional symptoms can include things like anxiety, overthinking, racing thoughts, a lack of interest, a low motivation, avoidance, burnout. So let's talk a little bit about what you can do to help ease the anxiety, help relieve the stress. Therefore, it would help your emotional and physical symptoms. So let's talk about that. So there's low level response, and then there's a high level response. A low level response is when you are faced with a trigger, whatever that trigger is, you have low motivation. You don't want to go to work. Sometimes you don't want to get out of bed. You have no interest in things. And it's whatever you're thinking about that's related to work, it's making you have that low level emotions. And then there's the opposite end of the spectrum is high level. And this is when your stress levels are so high, your cortisol levels are flowing too rapidly for too long, they're in overdrive. So what we want to do is bring up the low level response and bring down the high level response, and let's meet in the middle, right in that balance. So let's talk about the different types of hormones and their functions, and then what you can do to increase them. So there are 4 feel-good hormones that our body naturally produces for different reasons at different times. But when we have a deficit in those, then we feel it both physically and emotionally. The 4 feel-good hormones includes dopamine, endorphin, serotonin, and oxytocin. Dopamine is most notably known for feeling good when you're doing things, or you're eating a food that's really yummy, or running. Some of you love to run and you get that runner's high. Maybe it's the adrenaline rush. Maybe some of you skydive or you bungee jump. Next is the serotonin. And so serotonin can really fight against depression. When you're having those low level moods and you don't really want to do anything, find things that you can do to raise and increase your serotonin levels. So if you used to do things that you love to do but you're not doing anymore, go back and do them. Trying to release endorphins in your body as well, it can really help you bring up the low levels. And then endorphins is like a natural painkiller. So if you're really hurting, look for ways to increase your endorphins. And then there's the oxytocin. Oxytocin is the love hormone. So if you're a new mom and you love your baby, or maybe you're in a relationship and you love your partner, that's oxytocin. Those 4 feel-good hormones, if you could activate them, you're gonna feel much better, and it's going to increase those levels, the low mood levels, and help decrease the stress levels. And when you do that, when you find that middle ground, you're gonna feel better physically as well as emotionally. Which leads me to my big 5. I call it the big 5. I talk about this all the time with my clients. They're really simple. The big 5, you don't have to spend a lot of money. It's free, and it's something that you can do every single day. Number 1, get enough sleep. Do your research, find out how much sleep you need for your age. Then it's healthy diet. Don't eat junk food, fried food. I know it's convenient, but it's just gonna make things worse. When you eat fried foods or greasy foods all the time, it creates stomach issues. And when that stomach issues, then it's connected to our brain, causes the nausea. And then I want you to drink plenty of water. Most of us don't drink enough water. We don't stay hydrated, and sometimes we don't even realize it. And then get your exercise. You've heard this before. Your doctor probably said this, get your exercise. But you don't have to do it for a long time every single day, but you have to move. And it could be walking, it could be running, it could be lifting weights, strength training, but you have to move. And then the 5th one is social connections, and being able to put yourself out there and talk to at least one other person. You're not alone, you're not stranded on an island, you're not gonna be talking to Wilson like Tom Hanks on The Castaway. But I want you to work on those big 5. Again, it's getting enough sleep, eating healthy diet, and drinking plenty of water, and exercise, and the social connections. If you could do that, 5 of them, just do those 5 every day as much as you can. It's going to help you. It may not take away your situation, and that's where you might have to accept you can't change that. But what can you change? You can change your environment. You can change your diet. You can change how much sleep you get. That is going to help you no matter what you face in life, whether it's work stress and anxiety or it's a relationship. Working on your health is not just physical health, it's mental health. And that's what I want you to really work on. Watch this next video for more strategies to help you keep calm from your anxiety.